Thank you. And good evening to all our guests and all our fellow speakers here. Let me first thank our host for the event, Dr. Neva, a real good friend of mine. Neva is the person who is always looking for ways to add value to others. And Neva, thank you for putting this event together. I'm honored to be asked to join all the other speakers here today. So happy Women's Day to all our guests that are women and to all our women speakers. Most of us have been taught the importance of being kind to other people. We learned that we need to think before we speak and to live by the golden rule of treating other people the way we want to be treated. But did anyone ever teach you to be kind in the way you speak to yourself? Think for a moment. Did anyone ever teach you that? Most of us never had someone to put us down and to say, be careful how you speak to yourself in the quiet moments, in the lonely nights when you're alone and no one is there, when you're going through your struggles. No one ever said, be careful what you say to yourself in those moments. While we engage in self-talk, the internal dialogue you have with yourself about yourself, that's self-talk. It's a combination of the conscious and unconscious thoughts. So we often pay not much attention to how we are doing it and what we're saying, but we need to be intentional in practicing positive self-talk. It is so important. Oftentimes we do some things and we say, wow, I'm so stupid. Really? Are you? Am I? No, we're not. Think about all the things we have done that we should be proud of. But one thing happens and the talk we give to ourselves just really get us depressed. Negative self-talk has a number of harmful effects, including low self-esteem, poor performance on tasks, and increased anxiety. You see, when we tell ourselves that we're stupid and that we're no good, we feel ourselves shrinking, don't we? We shrink. Instead of putting our shoulders back and standing tall, we shrink. Ladies, let's be careful what we're saying to ourselves. If you're struggling with an assignment, you think, this isn't hard for anyone else. Why is it so hard for me? What's wrong with me? Why don't we say what's right? What did I do right yesterday? Let's be careful. So I'd like to tell you this evening that there are just 4 things we need to do when it comes to our self-talk. We need to notice what we say to ourselves. Most of us don't really pay attention to our self-thoughts. So I ask of you today to make an effort to notice your self-thoughts, whether they're positive or they're negative. Keep a list. Ask someone to be your support. Did you hear me say something silly about myself? And the amazing thing about this is that there are times when we tell other people that we're stupid. We ought to be so careful about that. Then we need to analyze our self-talk, our thoughts. Let's analyze them. Check the facts. If you have a thought like, I never did anything right, stop and ask yourself, is that really true? Think of all you've accomplished through your life until now, ladies. Just think. Think of the things you have done right. Another example, no one ever wants to hang with me. Think about the times, the quality times you've spent with friends and families. Let's check ourselves. Let's think thoughts that uplift us. The next thing, let's identify and learn from our self-talk. It's a growth mindset. We realize our thoughts are telling us something about what we need. Identify what emotions you're feeling and whether you need to attend to that emotion before you can be successful. Ask yourself, what is this thought telling me about what I need? In the early example about us struggling maybe with an assignment, the negative self-talk might be telling us we need to get help with an assignment. Why not buddy with a classmate? Why not talk to a friend? I'm having a challenge here. Can you help me? But again, as women, asking for help, one of the things we don't like to do. But I'm encouraging you, identify what it is that you need help with so your thought process can be different. Take the time to think also what you might do differently to help you to be more successful. If we think of moving forward successfully, then we don't really get the chance to be negative and to dumb ourselves down. So identify and learn what you need to learn from your self-talk. How about refraining your self-talk? Using what you have learned after you have looked and you have checked and identified, and try refraining your negative thoughts. Turn them into positive ones. For example, I'm stupid at math. It could become, I'm really struggling with this particular assignment and deserve to get someone to help me. Now you can put your shoulders back because you're going to take a step to help yourself. Another example you can add is your negative thought. I'm lonely all the time becomes, I'm so lonely all the time. For now, I'm going through a process. For now, I have a friend who says, I don't have money now. I can't afford this now. It's not that I'm broke. Every day I'm broke. No, I can't afford this now. That puts you in the mindset that someday you will be able to afford it. That's what that does. It changes your psyche and you think differently. Your emotions will now play a different role because you're looking forward to the day when you can. Be thankful for what you have now and look forward to what you will have in the future. And let's be balanced with it. Now that you're practicing and noticing your negative thoughts, you can say to yourself and be intentional about adding praise. Like I just said, be thankful. Teach your brain to be thankful for what you have, rather than always focusing on what we don't have. You can outnumber your self-talk with positive ones. And like I said before, you should surround yourself with people who will be able to help you when you're in a situation like this. I was heartbroken a couple of weeks ago when we heard of the young lady who committed suicide in New York City that jumped from that building. And I thought to myself, the thoughts that must have been going through her mind for an extended period of time to drive her to this. And then again, the point of us being women, not willing to ask for help because we have to be strong. Who said we had to be strong all the time? We have been fooled into believing that all the time we have to be strong, so we shouldn't ask for help. And so my heart broke for her. And I'm reaching deep within me to see if I have people around who will be going through that same thing. Suicide is on their mind, but no one will be there to help because they never asked for help. Ladies, let's change our thought process. Let's seek the help that we need to seek so we can be better. And think about it. Let not just say words that are affirmations and leave them. Let's make declarations when we are in situations like that. Let's say that we are supported. I'm a warrior. I'm supported. I'm a warrior. I'm strong. I'm a warrior. I have a support system. And as we go through life, let's not just be thinking about ourselves, but let our eyes be open so we can hear when others have negative self-talk and reach out and help, extend ourselves. So together, as a mighty army of women, we can take this world by force and we can do what is required of us. Your mothers, your wives, your sisters, your aunts, and you have a lot riding on you. The world needs you to be strong, to be positive, So together, like I said a couple of years ago, when sleeping women awake, giants and mountains are moved. We can do great things. We are called to do great things. We are women. We are women. Our thought process, we are going to take it on. We're going to realize we can become better because we're going to be intentional about our thoughts. So go forth from today thinking, what am I really thinking? Why did I say that about myself? Let's be better. We can do better. We're called to be better. Go for it positively, intentionally creating positive mindsets. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. And I'm hoping you're walking away determining that you can and will be who you were created to be. Thanks again.